Welcome to Toronto 2012, right? And On the Road, you guys premiered this in Cannes, so you've been doing literally on the road with this film. Mm-hmm. How's it been so far?
It's been great.
It's been really good.
Yeah.
Truly, yeah, no, it's been really good because it's kind of the only time we get to see each other. But you know, you work a lot, whatever, and it's always nice to talk about something that is exciting, especially considering how long the build-up has been. We've been working on this thing, thinking about it for like 5 years.
Process.
I know. I remember when you were cast in it, actually, I was talking to you for Vanities, of which you've both been. I can't remember. You were like 15 or something, I think, when you did it. But and you had just gotten cast in this movie and kind of what it meant to you to be on the road and what the book meant to you. How did that live up to your expectations and playing Dean?
You know, I've been a fan of the book for a long time, so even just being here, being in Cannes, being in Toronto, being with everybody is still sort of mind-blowing. And I'm just so proud of everyone, and very excited.
Yeah. And did you ever read the book before you were in the movie, or is it kind of at the same time? Or
yeah, I read it. I read it in high school, like as a freshman, and yeah, I think I met with Walter when I was 17. Maybe on the cusp of 18. I can't figure this out. Frame of reference is very off. But yeah, it was the first book that I really like ripped through, and it's had a huge effect on like the way I like to write, the way like the people that I've surrounded myself with. Like it's that thing about wanting to choose people that really push you, and I'm not the type of person like Mary Lou is at all. And so I'm like, God, I gotta find people like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, that kind of crazy charisma, and obviously Dean is so treacherous. I mean, he's just that character is so charismatic and so selfishly spontaneous and hateful at the same time. I mean, I was loving and hating you. Not you, obviously, Garrett, but the character, because you see how he takes it through. It's so... And Mary Lou is such a great role for you, I gotta say. When you read it, was Mary Lou always the one that you wanted to play? That's what I guess I'm asking.
I would have done anything on this movie. It's weird. I mean, you know, when I read it for the first time, I never really imagined myself doing the film. I mean, he said that he looked right off the bat, like, have they made this a movie? What's the deal with this? I never inserted myself into it in that way. And then when it came about and Walter was directing it and he met me for it, it blew my mind. And especially when he told me that I got the part at the meeting. I drove away from that meeting just absolutely flabbergasted. Like I couldn't believe it. And it's really good that I got to grow up a few years, because at that time I was so not there yet. And she's so completely her demeanor, everything about her is quite different to me. And I think that it's not like, you know, it's not something that I wanted to do because I wanted to play someone very different or try to change myself. It's just that, like, I think the cool thing about the job is that you can find out so much about yourself that, you know, you didn't know before. Like, those things must have been somewhere in me. You know what I mean? It's just have to pull them out, and I think only something like this could have ever gotten me to that point.
I remember when Walter said that he had cast her, I was just like, perfect.
Nah, shut up.
It is. It's good cast. It's great casting. I remember when interviewing you, however it was, for Vanities, and you'd said you weren't sure. It stuck in my head for some reason. It's like implanted that you didn't know how much longer, if you could pretend for a living, and you were thinking about.
I was so full of it when I was younger. I was like, I don't take any of this seriously. This is not. That's like, it's so funny because like I'm not like that.
Well, it's great to see you guys both again.
It's great to see you.
Good luck with the movie. It's fantastic. I'm so glad it finally made it to the screen. I mean,
it's so cool.
Well, good to see you guys.
Thank you.
Have a great rest of the festival.